Welcome, everyone. Welcome into tonight's subscriber energy love reading. So, we are at the 7-7 portal, guys. I almost missed it. So, I wanted to make sure to come on tonight and do a live, do a subscriber energy. So, if you have subscribed, this reading could definitely be for you. If you haven't subscribed yet, there could still be some messages that come to you, especially with it being 7-7 portal. So definitely make sure to check it out and then let me know in the comments. Hi, Sandra. All right, guys. So I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about the 7-7 portal before we start. If you're coming in and watching the replay, thank you so much for watching my video. I'm going to put a timestamp. I'll put it down in the comments this time, and I'll let you know when we get started with the actual reading. Hi, Miss Tina. All right, so I want to tell you about the 7-7 portal. I'm really excited, and I feel really bad that we didn't mention it throughout the week just because it is really important. Hi, Diana. All right, so let me tell you really quick first what the 7-7 portal is. It's the Sirius portal, Sirius, I'm going to say it right. Hold on. Sirius portal. And the Sirius portal is Sirius is a star. It's a binary star that is 25 times brighter than our sun. So it's a big, big star, right? And once a year, this star aligns with our sun. And so it makes it like what people say the veil is thinner in the 7-7 portal, right? So it's believed that once a year, when this portal opens, it's a doorway to the divine. So in ancient cultures, it was believed that this portal brought divine messages. And when I say divine, guys, I mean like the divine spirit, the universe, God, whatever label you want to put on it. So it was believed that the veil was thinner at this time and messages came through. And it was also believed that these messages were received through your crown chakra. So, guys, your crown chakra is that top chakra. You know how I didn't get a picture? That's so silly. I should have got a look right here, the chakras. So, you know how you see the chakras lit up on the body, and it talks about how to cleanse and unblock those chakras. So, the crown chakra is the one on the top of your head. And this chakra is normally associated with the color purple. And so this chakra is the connection between you and spirit, right? And I also read when I was doing a little bit of studying that this chakra is it's what gives you the sense that you're a soul inside a human body. So that gives you a little bit more explanation about what this crown chakra does. Okay. So again, a connection to the divine, and the 7-7 portal is very much when messages come in and are received through that crown chakra. So how many of you guys are wondering now if you've received any messages in this portal? Are you guys wondering? Because as soon as I was reading about it and studying, I was like, "Ooh, I wonder if I have, right?" So I'm going to give you some symptoms of your crown chakra opening. And these are actually going to be, so you know how I always say work with the energy instead of against the energy? Uh-oh, is the sound not good? Guys, Junior says the sound is not very good. Let me know if it's just him or if it's me. Let me check and make sure I got it. Honey, so Leela says it's perfect on Facebook. It may just be you. I'm sorry. All right, so here's some symptoms of your crown chakra opening, and they're going to seem a little harsh. And the reason why, guys, is when this is happening many times, we don't understand what's happening, right? We have no idea what's going on unless you do the studying like I do. You're like, oh my gosh, what is all this? So what's happening is you're working against the energy instead of with the energy. You know how I always say work with the energy and not against it? So this is what's happening when you're working against the energy, okay? So some of the crown chakra symptoms when it's overactive is cynicism, apathy, spiritual addictions, like maybe watching too much tarot, self-destructive tendencies, and you could definitely be feeling overwhelmed by knowledge. So how many of you feel like you've kind of been a little bit in this mood? So this portal is open from the 3rd through the 7th. So today is the 7th. It is supposed to be like considered the last day. But guys, you know me, I always talk about how everyone feels the energy different and at different times. But let me know if any of you guys have had this, it's going to be like a burst, right? Like a burst of cynicism, a burst of spiritual addiction. Maybe you're catching yourself. Mine was always tarot readings. I was always catching myself watching more tarot readings than I needed to, but then it worked out in my favor, right? Spirit. But most common feeling is that overwhelmed by knowledge. It's like all of a sudden you're seeing things a lot clearer. And I know a lot of times that's the third eye. But when you receive messages in the crown chakra, it's very much kind of the same thing. It's like all of a sudden you have all this understanding, right? And it just makes sense. Like before, you were like, this is crazy. It's weird. I don't know. And now it's like, this all makes sense. All the signs have gone together and you understand what's happening. And what's happening is you're gaining a higher consciousness. So remember, guys, there's no need to panic and there's no need to work against the energy. Allow yourself to receive those messages. And one of the ways that is very helpful when you're receiving those messages, because people are like, well, how do I work with the energy, Rosa? Okay, I understand. There's several different ways. I like to read tarot, and when those messages are coming through, I can talk to spirit really without the tarot. But like when I'm talking with you guys, I like to have the tarot cards. So it's not just me jabbering, right? Like there's proof here. You see what I'm saying? Some people do automatic writing. Have you guys ever heard of automatic writing? So some people, when they receive messages, they just start writing. And I feel like we do a lot of automatic writing and we don't realize that we're doing it. So how many of you guys journal? I hope everyone in here is fixing to tell me that they have a journal and they write things down. I'm just gonna have a fit if you say no. But so when you're journaling, do you ever catch yourself? Ooh, I just thought of the perfect example that everyone's gonna know. When you're in a vehicle and you're driving and you're having thoughts and you're talking, communicating to spirit, right? Many times when you're just having thoughts, guys, you're communicating with spirit. And you get from point A to point B. And when you get to point B and park your car, you don't remember the drive there. And you're like, how did I get here? Right? It's kind of like that when you're journaling. You could be writing and you start writing, let's say, about yesterday. You're like, this is what happened to me yesterday. I always do morning pages. It's best to do it in the morning, get all your negativity out first thing. It definitely helps you throughout the day. But yeah, I'll be 3, 4 pages in. I'm like, wait a minute, what was that? You know what I'm saying? I have to go back and look at like what I wrote. Is that automated writing? I don't know, guys. I'm not like an automated writing professor, but I would say it's definitely some sort of channeled information there, right? And there's normally some sort of message. It either helps me in two ways. It either tells me something that I didn't know, and I read it and I'm like, wow, I didn't even know that this had happened, or I had seen that, or hadn't put it together, right? Or it shows me something that I do need to know. You see what I'm trying to say? So it either puts it together for me or it says, hey, check this situation out. You see what I'm trying to mean? Like it definitely is giving me messages and like guiding me in some way. And I really believe like that's what all of this is. It's guidance, right? All right, so I think that is all I wanted to talk about. The Sirius star and the 7/7 portal. So guys, if you're receiving messages, Miss Tina says meditation. That is so perfect. That's exactly what you should be doing. And that's another way, absolutely, to open yourself up to receiving the messages is definitely meditation. And what's really funny is I've learned that people meditate in many different ways, just like people pray in different ways. There's people that go to church and they put their hands together and they sit at the altar and they pray. And then guess what? For the longest time, I used to think that I didn't pray, right? Like, remember when I said I didn't believe in God and I had to go to the therapist, and the therapist was like, go find God. I was like, okay. And now we're here. So I used to think that I didn't pray. I didn't go to church. I didn't pray. That is so silly. Who do we think we're talking to when we're talking in our head, when we're having thoughts? Who do we think that is listening? Do we think we're just talking to ourselves? Is it just something we're putting, like, you ever thought something through and the pieces go together? Do we just think that we're that smart? You see what I'm trying to say? Like, why couldn't we put it together earlier? And now all of a sudden we can. You see what I mean? Like, we're always praying, guys, and we're always connected to spirit, always. But the 7-7 portal is very important. And again, guys, I do apologize that I didn't bring it up throughout the week, but I'm so glad that we made it today. So make sure to check out those chakra, crown chakra opening symptoms. If you're feeling those, pull your tarot cards out, get your pen and paper out, meditate, like Christina said. Definitely some great ideas to help you work with the energy instead of against the energy. All right, I think that's it. Jabber, jabber. All right, so I have pulled out the Sacred Traveler, and I am going to do a subscriber energy love reading. So we are going to look at your energy, and we're going to look at your person's energy. So I want you to take a few moments and think of your person, what they look like, what color hair they have, what color eyes. All right, ready? All right, so we're going to start with the subscribers energy. Again, guys, I don't know if it's just going to be one of you or if it's going to be collective. I figure by now you've all realized that we have a very strong collective tribal energy. All right, so I should be able to tell you after a few cards, but let's go. Let's do subscriber energy. So we have grounding coming out. Go deep and explore your roots. Grounding and really easy, guys. Take your shoes off and walk outside. I'm so sorry. I totally drank a cup of milk right before we started. How smart was that? So go deep and explore your roots. Another idea that I get for grounding yourself is really common. People say put your feet down on the ground, and then you want to imagine like tree roots coming out the bottoms of your feet, and going down to the center of the earth, turning, coming back up, and attaching back to the bottom of your feet. And now you're grounded. So it could be too that this card is coming out. Remember how I say it's not reversed, right? But I'm feeling the energy. So I feel like the subscriber is not feeling grounded. Things could be happening really quickly. Things could be changing really quickly. The astrology, we talk about the astrology every week, guys, and every week it's such a push, such a push. So there's definitely massive changes happening to everyone, everywhere, the whole world, right? It's not just like me or you or this collective tribe. It's very much everywhere. But I do feel like spirit's asking yourself, like asking you to, this is gonna be your higher self, right, guys? Because it's the sacred traveler. So Denise Lynn, she says when she made these cards, she had the intention that the sacred traveler was your higher self. So it's like your higher self is literally asking you, please ground yourself. Whatever is happening, whatever the fast changes are, the fast energy, it eventually will pass. Everything passes, right? But don't let it like knock you over is kind of what I'm getting. All right, let's look at your person's energy. Oh, beautiful. So we have joy and delight. It says, open your heart to joy. I do feel like this is actually upside right. I do feel like this person's higher self is in some sort of bliss. I can't really like understand why just yet. I do see the angel wings, so that could, of course, have something to do with it. But I also see like a child, so it's very possible that it has something to do with children. But open your heart to joy. I feel like that's what they're trying to do. They're definitely in the energy of trying to be more open, trying to be more in joy, in happiness, right? That's definitely like the goal of this person. All right, so bridging energy, we have begin now. Take your first step. So that's interesting because it tells me that there's been some sort of massive transformation between the subscriber energy and the subscriber's person. It also tells me that now that the transformation has happened, remember we were just talking about big changes, right? It's like now it's time to kind of get on with it. It's time to do something. Bottom of the deck, we have a desert passage. And look at that, 7/7 portal. It says, trust that there is a divine plan. Absolutely. So I'm going to guess a little early, and I'm going to say strong twin journey for sure. All right, let's use magical times. And let's look at head, heart, and higher self. And let's start with the subscriber. All right, so head, heart, and higher self. So headspace is what you're currently thinking. So we have secret space. Take time for the dreamer in you. Find your power in stillness. In your sacred space is the peace you seek. Again, ground yourself, right? All right, let's look at your heart space. And this is going to be what you're feeling. So we have energy. Life force is flowing. Open yourself to receive the power from within. Pretty energy. It is pretty energy, but it's pretty interesting to me that you get this energy card while we're in this 7/7 portal. And then so higher self, we have it sanctuary. So I feel like spirit's definitely asking you to ground yourself, go within. I'm almost hearing like calm down, something like that. But we have sanctuary. Embrace the need for solitude. Your inner sanctuary calls you. Renew yourself and thrive. And I just want to say for some of you, I just heard it. It's like the higher self is saying, you have renewed yourself. You're ready to thrive. And that's why you have this begin now. Take that first step. All right, so let's pull the Gilded Tarot. Hi, Charity. Hi, Jenna. Hi, Sandra. I'm not ignoring you guys. I'm just trying to get through the reading. And then, of course, I'll offer some free readings at the end. All right, let's look at that secret space. So we have the Nine of Pentacles. Again, independence on your own, doing something on your own. She's built up all these pentacles. It's like about something about being proud of yourself because I feel like you've already done this. And then I feel like the bird, of course, always representing like faith in spirit, faith in your purpose, in your journey. We have Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is very much that card that tells me lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. That was something else. Knight of Pentacles. Give my brain like 2 seconds. It's not on my cheat sheet. I swear I came across that Knight of Pentacles for some reason. Oh yes, slow and steady, slow and steady, slow and steady wins the race. That's it. And Five of Swords. Ooh, I'm sensing a little negative thinking, and a little bit of an outburst here with that Five of Swords. So I feel like that's why Spirit is asking you to go to your secret space. It's very possible that the subscriber, I'm not necessarily feeling like, you know how I always say the Five of Swords is your negative thoughts. I'm actually not feeling that. The Nine of Pentacles came out first. It does tell me that you're working on something, you're working on building your worth, that type of situation. Slow and steady. It tells me like that's how you're moving. I do feel like you have a little bit of a struggle of why it's taking that long. And the Five of Swords could definitely be saying that. But there's also like someone else's thoughts, someone else's communication with you, because the Five of Swords talks about a battle. And it says that two people have walked away and you do come out on top of the situation, but it costs you, right? There is a price to pay with the Five of Swords victory. That's why I never really see it as a victory. So I'm kind of getting the feeling that this is an energy from the outside. So that could definitely be why Spirit's asking you to go within, ground yourself, kind of remove the negative thinking, even if it's like not yours. Don't allow it into your environment. All right, let's look at that energy card in the heart space. So the energy card says, let the energy flow. It's very much just like I always say, work with the energy instead of against the energy. So I'm interested to see if we're going to find out how to work with the energy. It's in your heart space. And remember, guys, I always say the heart chakra, telepathy. Wow, look at that. The Hierophant comes out loud and proud. So the Hierophant is Taurus energy. It's a very spiritual energy. Sometimes it's seen as spirit, right? Or like a really religious person. The Hierophant a lot of times compared to like Pope in Catholicism, right? So there's definitely like a lot, there's something massive happening. And so it's funny because I started out and I said the 7-7 portal is your crown chakra, right? But I definitely feel like the subscriber is having some sort of heart chakra opening. It's like spirit is just putting something in there, and that's so interesting. We have the Page of Cups. I know what it is. So spirit's putting forgiveness in your heart. That's how you've been able to move forward. Look at that, the Hanged Man. Yes, that's how you were able to get out of that like not able to move forward, not able to go backwards, kind of suspended between two worlds type of energy. Spirit has released you by putting this forgiveness in your heart. So this is how you're going to know if this is your reading. You went through something. It was really hard. It was really painful. It hurt. Whether it was done on purpose or whether it was done because this is life, you're just now able to forgive and ready to see what is coming next. Wow. All right, let's look at sanctuary. Embrace the need for solitude. Your inner sanctuary calls you. Renew yourself and thrive. Look at this. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Four of Wands is grounded. It's not just being grounded, it's a very firm foundation. You have built a firm foundation. When I see the higher self embrace the need for solitude, your inner sanctuary calls you, renew yourself and thrive, I knew that this had already happened. I knew that the higher self was saying, this has already happened. That's why you're ready to take this first step. Four of Wands tells me that not only are you able to ground yourself, but you built some sort of firm foundation, and you could have built this with another person, not this person. We have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is a very courageous person that does things. So they travel to unknown lands, right? Places they've never been. They have to be really courageous. So it tells me that you gave your cup of love to someone that most likely it took a lot of courage, right? You didn't think you were going to be willing to open up and do this again. And we have the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands just tells me you didn't give up. On the bottom is the King of Cups. And I just want to say the King of Cups is that counselor, mentor, definitely Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. It's also my divine masculine blue card. All right, so let's go back to magical times. And let's look at your person. This is going to be the subscriber person. The person I asked you to think about, what they look like, what they sound like, what they smell like, I just want to say, if it triggers you when I say what they look like, what their hair color is, what their eye color is, what they smell like, what they sound like, if that triggers you, then this is not your reading. This is not you, because you haven't received that ability to forgive. And that's why it's triggering you. All right, here we go. So this is going to be your person's head, heart, and higher self. What they're thinking. We have happiness. I knew it, with joy and delight. And look at the hummingbird. It says, immense delight can be found in the smallest of things. Cultivate fluttering moments of joy. Remember, I said your person was trying to grasp bits of joy, of happiness. It's definitely their goal. It's what they're trying to do. And that's what they're thinking in the head space. In the heart space, we have awareness. Interesting. It says, pay attention to the subtleties, look with new eyes. There are signs and omens everywhere. Remember, guys, the heart chakra telepathy. This person could definitely be sending you signs. You could be seeing signs. It could be anything, guys. For some of you, it's the hummingbird, right? For some of you, it's butterflies. For some of you, it's a song. And for some of you, you can turn the radio on and you hear a message and you're like, wow, that's what they would say, or that's the words they would use, or you know what I'm trying to say. So I do feel like the heart space, like they could definitely be sending messages, telepathy, and then change is coming. Change is the higher self. So the higher self is trying to teach this person. It says you're transforming, let go of the past, embrace the light and joy of this new day. I do sense a strong, I'm almost said Scorpio, but it may not necessarily be Scorpio, and it doesn't really matter because it's more of the death part. It's more of like the transformation, the death and rebirth, right? On the bottom, flexibility. Gently flow through the turbulence. Life has the ability to shape you. Bend, don't break. All right, so I'm swapping it around a little because we're going to use the Triple Goddess Tarot. And we're going to look at your person's headspace. What's bringing them happiness? What are they trying to do to find happiness? And another thing, if like you're not happy that your person is trying to find happiness or receiving joy, then again, this reading isn't for you. The person I'm talking to is happy that their counterpart is able to do, this person wants all parties to find joy and happiness, right? What you give, you will receive. Let's look at that happiness card. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, and it is coming out in reverse. So I feel like, again, still trying to grasp little small moments, but they are having difficulty like moving forward. That is definitely what the Wheel of Fortune would be in reverse. And then we're going to have, interesting. Okay, so this is the Triple Goddess Tarot. And the Triple Goddess Tarot does not have a world card. It has a card that is called Union. So this is the Union card, but it came out in reverse. They're stuck and they can't reach Union. And then we have the Six of Cups coming out. Oh, so they're all in reverse, except for one on the bottom. And look at it. It's the Devil card. But remember, it doesn't have the Devil card. It's the Crone, the Wisdom card. All right, so Six of Cups, nostalgia, thinking of the past, being stuck in the past. And I feel like, again, could have something to do with children. All right, let me shuffle. I still see some in there. So in the heart space awareness, we have the Ace of Cups. And yes, I do see the overflow of emotion. And you could definitely say that there's a lot of emotion here in this person's heart space. But this is also intuition. Look at that. It was coming out, wasn't it? Strong Capricorn energy in this person. And remember, guys, I know you always hear people say, This is for your sun, moon, rising. You know how they say that at the beginning of the readings to let you know what the readings placements are for. All right, so I study birth charts. So I say every single placement on your birth chart is important. Many times it's it's the sun, the moon, your rising Venus. Nobody ever talks about Mars, and that upsets me so badly. I'm in Aries and have Aries all in my chart, and Mars is definitely my ruling planet. And it's like definitely a masculine energy, but it's like nobody ever talks about it. It's like that energy is not important. Guys, we all have masculine and feminine energy. Your masculine energy is what makes you lock your door at night. Your masculine energy is what makes you go to work to pay your bills and put food on the table. Your feminine energy is what makes you wash your hair, put your makeup on, take care of your babies, that type of energy. We all have all those energies within us. But this person has strong Capricorn placement for sure. And it's in the heart space. So I feel like they've gained some sort of wisdom about intuition. And remember, the card was awareness, and it said, pay attention to the subtleties, look with new eyes. There's signs and omens everywhere. And I definitely still feel like this person is sending you messages, and it's like they've learned how to do this. And we have the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands does talk about a very difficult decision, but it also talks about traveling. So again, the heart space, messages, traveling back and forth. This is so interesting because right now the 7-7 portal, definitely the crown chakra is where the messages are coming through. But whoever the subscriber is, whoever this person is, they definitely, this is going to be the subscriber's person, right? It's like they definitely learned something massive in the heart chakra. There could definitely be a massive heart chakra awakening, and divine messages were able to come in through the crown chakra, and they were able to learn how to do this, how to send these messages back and forth. And for some of you, this could have something to do, what's the word, where you spiritually travel? Give me a second. Astro travel. Definitely could have something to do with that. All right, let's look at the change. So change in the higher self. So the higher self is teaching this person that they're transforming. They have to let go of the past, and they have to embrace the light and joy of the new day. So we have the Nine of Wands. They're holding on to something really tightly. They're not wanting to give up on something. This higher self is teaching them something about their own stubbornness. We have the Three of Swords. It's like this person has fear to move on because they fear that there's going to be pain. And the higher self is trying to teach this person that there's not going to be, is there pain? Yes, but there's transformation. And we have the Four of Pentacles coming out. So Four of Pentacles definitely is the card that says holding on to something too tightly. But this is, again, the Triple Goddess Tarot. So she's actually not holding on to it really tightly, and she's offering someone one of her pentacles. So she's releasing. I definitely feel like the higher self is teaching this person to release something. And again, guys, I was thinking of the Queen of the Moon, that fist that has all that grass, and it says resistance on the card. Many times when you're resisting doing something, one, like the Four of Pentacles, like holding on to those pentacles so tightly. The Four of Pentacles holds on to those pentacles because they think that's it. There's nothing else, right? I feel like it's expectations. As soon as you can release the expectations and just allow things to be, that's definitely when the situation starts to heal, transform, and move forward, right? All right, so let's pull some messages from your person. All right, so we're actually going to do kind of how we do divine feminine, divine masculine. I'm going to do messages from the subscriber. Yes, messages from the subscriber to the person, to their person. It says, you're teaching me so much. Thank you. So you feel like this person has taught you something interesting. I'm trying to send you, we teach everybody, right? We each learn, we teach each other. Look at this, ready? I'm trying to send you a message in your dreams. Interesting. Guys, write your dreams down. If you haven't ordered one of my dream journals, links are in the description box below. And your eyes always talk to me. Super interesting because I asked you guys to picture your person's eye color. All right, so now let's look at messages from your person to the subscriber. Astral travel. Thank you, Leela. All right, so messages from the person, your person to the subscriber. This is what I have to do. So your person does feel like they're doing what they need to do. And I do feel like nobody likes it. I'm afraid to tell you something. I feel like the hole has gotten bigger. I really don't know where that came from. I just really just saw like a bigger hole. And it's like they're having a harder time digging it out. And I'm reflecting. So this person is definitely reflecting like that card, assessing and again in Queen of the Moon, where like she's standing on top of the hot air balloon and she's got that telescope, right? And she's like, how did I get here and where am I going next? I feel like that is what your person is doing. On the bottom, why is this so hard? I feel like that's going to be both energies, very neutral. All right, so let's see some guidance. I'm going to use Power of Love activation. And we're asking Spirit for some guidance. For this subscriber and all parties involved. All parties involved. Compassion. You demonstrate the language of the heart by actively sharing and living love. Individuality, that's that 9 of Pentacles. You leave your unique stamp of love on everything you do. And ownership. You acknowledge your misdeeds and accomplishments alike and learn to love them all as lessons. And last one I'm going to take is action. You have the courage to express the unique loving colors of your soul. I'm definitely getting a strong energy that there is some sort of massive closure here, and it is definitely time to stop the grieving, stop the victim consciousness, stop the woe me, get with the program, go with the flow, ground yourself, and very much take action, get moving. I feel like the person I'm talking to knows exactly what they're supposed to be doing. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. If it was, please like, share, comment, subscribe, all those very good things. All right, guys, I'm going to clean up really quickly and let me know if anyone wants to ask a question or just wants to receive some guidance. If anyone wants a current energy update, I can do that too. Thank you, Lulu. Hi, Notorious. Notorious. So I have loved Notorious ever since she very first subscribed, which was way, way back ago. She's been with us for quite some time. But I still remember the very first reading in the Etsy shop. And when I seen her email address and Notorious with the initials. If you guys don't know, Conor McGregor is a UFC fighter, and I am kind of, I guess you could say, a UFC fan. I just really like some of the fighters. I don't necessarily like just watching it all the time. But anyway, Thug Rose, guys, is my absolute favorite, in case anybody was wondering. But anyway, Conor McGregor is a fighter in the UFC. Very people know him very well. He's an acquired taste, and I'm gonna say I am a fan. Please don't shoot me. We all have different opinions. And we have to love everyone unconditionally, guys. But he does kind of stir the pot, from time to time. So there's lots of people that don't like Conor McGregor. But anyway, I don't even know where I'm going on this whole spiel. When we went to Nashville the other day, with our other subscriber, we were down there and Junior runs into a guy that looks like Conor McGregor. I mean, like, it was so scary how similar. I can't believe that I haven't like showed a picture. I should have downloaded that picture, and showed you guys that, because it was so similar. He even showed us on his phone where he had actually met Conor McGregor, and then Conor McGregor posted on his Instagram a picture of them, their faces side by side. And, Conor commented and it said, "Looking good, my fellow," or something like that, his Irish twang or whatever. So when Notorious came and I seen her Notorious name, I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna love her. I just know it." And I do. She has such beautiful energy every time she comes in. Oh, listen to this. So Notorious says, after a pretty strong tower moment with my twin 2 days ago, this resonates for sure. Oh, tower moments, guys, tower moments. It's so that we can see what's on the other side. I know they're not fun always, though. There's good tower moments. They're not always, you know, difficult. So Notori says, a current energy, please. Absolutely. It's been quite a week. I understand. Charity, yes, I'm picking you guys. Yes, I'm so sorry the other day, Charity. My bad. I seen it like right when I hit the button, and this thing does not let you like go back and be like, oops, Oh, thank you, Diana. All right. Thank you, Leela. Thank you so much. Thank you, Charity. I felt so bad. I messaged your sister. I'm sure she told you. I was like, ah. All right, Notorious. So I'm going to use the Sacred Traveler. So we're sticking with the higher self. And let's try to get real deep and personal. Ready? So I want to look at your current energy right now. So I understand the situation happened like a week ago, but let's see where everybody's at this moment. What is your energy right now? So we have ascending the mountain. Keep going forward. So I feel like something has happened. I'm almost getting, well, because you told me there's a tower moment. So it's like a tower fell down in front of you as you were ascending the mountain, right? It's like you're going on your journey, la, 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 and then, psh, right? I get it. So I'm kind of getting that spirit's asking you, like, don't stop. Don't let whatever that was cause like a delay. You see what I'm trying to say there? Let me stick. All right, let's look at your person's energy. Interesting. So we have impasse. So it's like your person has hit a brick wall, literally. Reflect and redirect your energy. That's what they're not doing. So they've come up across again some sort of obstacle. Most likely, it's going to be that same tower that crashed here, and they don't know like where I go now. Definitely just kind of I almost want to say like deer in headlights. That came to me just now. But it's kind of like that shock. I guess you would get a shock from a tower moment. It says that something shocking and surprising has happened. But it's like a shock and it's like a frozen. Don't know. You know how the deer is in the headlights and it doesn't move because it doesn't know which way to go. I'm kind of definitely getting that energy. It's like spirit's definitely telling this person that they need to reflect and redirect their energy. They're putting their energy in the blockage instead of what's on the other side or how to get around it. Something like that. All right, let's look at bridging energy. Bridging energy. So we have finding sanctuary, opening to your spiritual source. So again, it's that 7-7 portal, but both people withdrawing, going to like their perspective safe place, but definitely connecting spiritually. Interesting. Look at that. View from above. Get the big picture is on the bottom. All right, I feel drawn to pull some Llewellyn. So let's look really quickly in your person's headspace. What is your person thinking right now? What are they thinking right now? Wow. What do they say? Connection. The Magician. As above, so below. As within, so without. It's definitely manifesting. They're again, both parties in their safe place, but definitely, I don't want to say necessarily excitement to work together, but it's like, this is what we're doing now kind of situation. All right, let's look at the heart space. What's in your person's heart space right now? We have the Five of Swords. Five of Swords came out in that reading, right? In the Gilded Tarot. It definitely, again, a kind of a victory. Kind of saying that they're coming out on top of the situation, but there's a high price to pay in the heart space here. They're all trying to come out. All right, let's get one more. Just one more for the heart space. Bring higher self. Higher self. Look at that. Four of Wands. Higher self is trying to teach this person about union, firm foundation. Interesting. On the bottom, Eight of Pentacles. I just heard get to work. Get to work. All right, let's see. Guidance. Guidance real quickly for all parties involved. Release. Ooh, notorious. I feel it like right dead center. I want to say in my gut, but it's not really my gut. I guess it's above my gut. What is that? So you have your heart chakra, solar plexus. Feel it in my solar plexus. Release. You have the ability to give over unwanted energies to the loving forces of the universe. Spirit is reminding all parties that there is no abandonment here. This is whatever's happening is part of the journey. Everything has a purpose. Everything has a reason. We also have tolerance. Tolerance was trying to come out in that last reading. It was the bottom of the deck, but I didn't take it. When I said last card and I took the action card, this was the next card. So tolerance says you appreciate other points of view because you sense the love in everyone. Perfect. All right, I'm going to leave it right there, Notorious. I hope that was helpful. A new foundation. Beautiful. I feel like the new foundation is more spiritual, more powerful, for sure. All right, let me see. Charity would love guidance on current love relationship. Ooh, okay. I feel like we're going to stick with the power of love activation, but let me get the rest of them picked up real quick. I promise you guys, the honey has fell asleep. He was out in that sun all day. Patrick came and picked me up, my middle son that just moved back to town. We went to the grandbabies and went to the pool. We were out there for 2 hours and it just zapped me. Just, ooh, zapped. So I know he was out there all day in that sun. He'll sleep for the next 12 hours. Thank you, Notorious. All right, so I think we're going to do the power of love, and then we're going to use the Gilded Tarot. The Six of Pentacles just came out. The Six of Pentacles is assistance. It's balancing the scales, making things fair. But I just want you to know And it's the Six of Pentacles also gives me that energy that someone somewhere feels like they got gypped. Yeah, someone somewhere feels charity like they didn't get theirs, or something didn't happen for them that was supposed to, something like that. All right. All right, charity, here we go. Guidance for current love relationship. I'm definitely picking up. Tell me if I'm wrong. I'm kind of getting an energy of someone else. Like you asked for a specific person, and I'm able to connect. I can see it, right? I feel it. But I'm definitely getting like this interference of another person, like the Six of Pentacles, whoever feels like they got gypped. So it's making me wonder, were there two, and did you pick one? I'm kind of getting the feeling like this person was like, hey, wait. I, I could be wrong, but just let me know. I'm definitely getting it. All right. So let's see what Spirit wants to tell you about your current love relationship. Help me stick with the current love relationship, Spirit. Current. Loyalty. Your reliability demonstrates your loving sense of devotion and consistency of being. Individuality is coming back out. You leave your unique stamp of love on everything you do. Definitely on this other person, too. What did she say? Oh, she hasn't said. Uh-oh. All right. Empathy comes out. You feel and understand the emotions of another in the service of love. Um, Action is on the bottom. You have the courage to express the unique, loving colors of your soul. All right. So give me a minute because there's definitely more. So I'm definitely sensing an energy of someone that you feel very loyal to. It's like you're almost, there's an extra here. I'm feeling like an extra force of energy to be more devoted and more consistent with a particular person. Individuality, you leave your unique stamp of love on everything you do. I feel like that's definitely you and could definitely be explaining what's happening over here. And then empathy. You feel and understand the emotions of another in the service of love. You feel this other person. I'm looking now. Thank you, Jesus. I'm sorry, I'm gonna say Jesus. Don't start shooting me, but yes, you feel this person. So there's another person. You're very loyal to the person you're with. You're very happy with the person you're with. You're very devoted to the person you're with. You're consistent with the person that you're with. Um, this is very, I got it. So this is could definitely be like a soulmate, and this could definitely be the twin. You could definitely. It's so weird to me that your sisters and you're all like on. It's not weird because there's going to be people that you meet in your life that are on the same journey as you, but it's rare that it's two sisters. You see what I'm trying to say? Now, me and Miss Tina, we're soul sisters. Your soul tribe, you come to each lifetime, you find each other, you gather your soul tribe, and they're going to be very similar to you. Sometimes your soul tribe can include soulmates like your siblings, but it's rare that that's going to be the person in your soul tribe that's also on the journey. It's usually someone who's older, like they're a few steps ahead, right? Like they give you the wisdom, they give you the knowledge, they tell you what to do next, right? So it's really interesting to me because I'm definitely picking up a strong connection with another person over here. You're definitely trying to be loyal. It's not even a trying to be, you want to be, but you're putting a lot of effort into this. And the reason you're having to do that is because you feel the empathy, you feel this person's pull, this person's Six of Pentacles, that like jilted type of energy. You have empathy for this person. You have compassion for this person. Um, yeah. Wow. Okay. A lot of emotions, Charity. A lot. You are such a loving. I don't know. Like the thing that says you leave a mark on everything. Yeah, it's your love. Beautiful. All right, let's pull one more. One more. I know I'm just doing the oracle. I'm almost scared to pull the tarot. I feel like this person's like over here, just like, hey, 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 me, over here. And I'm like, no, I'm trying to do this. Look at that. Rebirth comes out strong, Scorpio. No matter what happens, you can find new wings, rise from the past, and accept the positive change that is coming. All right, I'm going to leave it right there, Charity. I hope that was helpful. Astral travel. You miss, I don't know. We've definitely been having some interesting conversations for sure. Charity has a very strong spiritual connection with someone who was like literally over here, you know, kind of, you know how like children do, like my finger froze on the screen, but you know how like children do when they're like, mom, 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 or hey, 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 you know what I'm saying? I definitely was like, okay, okay. Oh, Lord. All right, let me make sure there wasn't anyone else. I don't want to miss anyone. I always feel bad. I go click the button and then I see it and I'm like, oh my goodness. All right, guys, I think that was it. Thank you so much for coming in and watching these with me. I appreciate you guys and participating. I thank you so very much. Don't forget, guys, not very many of you have went over and checked out my Facebook page, and it does make me very sad. If I'm going to be honest, it does. I was really hoping that you guys would go over and check it out. Make sure to check out that subscribe button. There are definitely some beautiful perks that come with the membership on our Facebook page. So yes, guys, please go do that. I would really appreciate it. Also, I have a free live event happening on the 13th. It is going to be Facebook only. It's where we're going to do the Twin Flame Energy Update for July. We're going to do it the extended. So remember, guys, in the extended, we're looking at past, present, and future energy. So instead of head, heart, and higher self, which is current energy, we're looking at past, present, and future. So you can kind of get an idea of what could possibly be coming in. I normally charge for this live event, but we're going to do this one free. I'm going to do several of them free, I feel like, until we get a good group coming. But yes, the paid events is one of the ways that I get monetized on Facebook, but I think we're going to hold off on that just a little bit. So a way to support the channel would definitely be Facebook stars and, of course, the Facebook subscription. Don't forget, guys, that we're doing the mystery box. The mystery box sitting right here. This mystery box is a box that I chose that I actually purchased myself when I first started the channel, and I use it to hold my crystals. I have cleaned it out and, of course, purchased different boxes. And I've chosen this particular box because it has all that energy where these crystals have been for a long time. Guys, I do take them out, I do rotate them, and I do remember from time to time to stick them out and be cleansed by the moon on the different phases. So I just want to say, I always feel like this box has been very important to me, but there's a few things I've picked out, a few crystals, some white sage, some tarot for practice, and a few odds and ends that were helpful to me on my own journey are in the mystery box. So in order to be in the mystery box giveaway, you do have to subscribe to my Facebook channel. It is a $4.99 fee. It is a reoccurring fee. You can cancel at any time, but it does come with member only perks. I will be doing some lives that will be member only. I'm going to be doing a full moon one. I know that I want to. Full moon is my, I feel like new moon is actually the one that's more important to me personally on my journey, but collectively, our tribe is very focused on the full moon. I feel like for many of you, it's because you're new to learning about the moon phases. So I feel like as we move through our healing journey, you'll definitely start to transfer more towards the new moon. But yeah, blah, blah, blah. So that's the giveaway mystery box, guys. Please come over and check out my Facebook page. For those of you that have purchased the new Etsy shop readings, thank you, thank you, thank you. Where's My North Node is my absolute favorite. I made a shorts about it and stuck it on my TikTok channel. I think I made a Facebook reel too, because Facebook Reels is another way that we are monetized on Facebook. And I hadn't made any. That was my first one. And so they tell you to make them opt-in. And I was like, well, I don't know what to make them of. Well, I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of videos on my phone and on my memory card of readings that I've done in the Etsy shop. Of course, I never mention any names in the readings just in case I was to accidentally put it on my channel public, which actually did happen one time, guys, remember? I was able to take it down. It was okay. Nobody knew who it was. um, but what I've done was I took just a little excerpt out of the video that I thought was a little sticky and steamy, right, for Scorpio. So I thought it was interesting, and I pulled that piece out, and it definitely shows you an example of what this reading is, like what you get in this reading. Of course, the shorts was just the part where we're talking about your North Node. I actually show you your North Node on your birth chart, and you can see where it's at, what's surrounding your North Node, and then we talk about what it means. What's your purpose? Where are you going? Right. So you guys have been getting that. So thank you guys so much. The ones that are in the carts, I did send a 10% coupon out, guys. So make sure to check your Etsy messages. And then we also have What If 3D Union is Not Possible. This is a reading that you guys asked for specifically, especially the ones that were getting the twin flame current energy update. So this is the new, like, what do I do next reading? So make sure to check that out in the Etsy shop also. All right, I think that's it. I can't think of anything else, right? Infinity, hello. I love the name. All right, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up. I'm ready for some cold ice water. My throat is just on fire. Again, thank you guys so much for coming in. Thank you for all your support. I appreciate all of you so very much. And as always, I am always sending you abundant love and light on your journey. Thank you guys. That's so not true. It's not late, Infinity. I haven't hit the button. So it was really funny because 4:30 asked for one yesterday, and I accidentally hit the button right when I seen it. So this time I looked down because I seen that Infinity said they were new, and so I was like, "Ooh, I should look." And look, I didn't delete. So you're not too late. All right, just let me know, Infinity. Do you have a question, or are you just looking for guidance? Yes, I almost wrapped it up, but I just thought I'd look. I feel so bad. Charity was like, I want one. And then I clicked the button and I looked down and seen her, I want one. And I was like, oh man, it doesn't let you go back. All right. I love reading. Miss Tina, you want one? Really? Sweet. All right. Let's do love guidance for Infinity. Let me pick it up so we know which one we're doing. Honey brought me a cold water. Ooh, says anything about him. Okay. So we did a subscriber love reading earlier, Infinity. So I know you haven't subscribed or you're new. It's new energy, definitely. But yes, if the reading resonates, please make sure to hit that subscribe button and then check out that first part of the video where I do that subscriber energy, because a lot of times it definitely could be someone that I'm drawing in. All right. So what I want you to do is, I want you to think about M, and I'm going to pull an energy for you and an energy for M. So think about, at the beginning of the subscriber reading, I said, think about what they look like. What color hair do they have? What color eyes do they have? What does the sound of their voice sound like? All right, so interesting. All right, so this is going to be your energy. You have elevation, so spiritual awakening. Yay. It says you're making the conscious decision to raise your vibration of love. I love when this card comes out because then I get to show you the Hawkins final. You guys are going to have this thing memorized by the time it's all said and done. So I really like to talk about this Hawkins funnel because it shows you your emotions. And a lot of times people don't realize that when they're down there feeling like grief and fear or anger, pride, all they have to do is find willingness and acceptance and then reason. And they move up to what I feel like it should say unconditional love. It's joy, peace, and light. And so you're definitely on the rise of this funnel, right? Now I got to go back and click on your thing. All right. So definitely like learning that things are going to happen. You're not always going to be in this higher vibrational type of energy, but you've learned how to pick yourself up when you fall, right? And that happens many times when we are going through our spiritual awakening and after we have experienced the dark night of the soul. All right, so let's look at your person, M. So let's see, M's energy. You have cooperation. Interesting. It says, your quest to manifest the energy of love, you realize that every person and experience has value. So I am sensing a strong connection to this person. It could definitely be a spiritual connection. In case you didn't know, you're new. I know I'm Rosa, Purple Lunar Rose Tarot. I'm a twin on a twin journey, and we definitely talk about spiritual connections on this channel. And I tend to draw other twins to me. So I'm not sure yet if this is a twin, but I'm definitely sensing like a strong spiritual connection here. And it's like this person knows now. And maybe they didn't know before. Now they know there's like a reason, there's a purpose. And we have compassion coming out. So compassion is going to be the bridging energy between these two people, right? And compassion says you demonstrate the language of the heart by actively sharing and living love. The sharing is definitely, sticking out to me. We are in the 7-7 portal. It does mean that the veil is thin. It does mean that messages are coming through. All right, let's pull a Heal Yourself reading card for guidance. And this is going to be what Spirit wants you to focus on and wants you to do. I just seen it, the discover your life's purpose. Do you see it? Can you see it? Let me get it up there. All right, let's see if it comes back out. I just seen the Phoenix rising. Too many. All right, guidance for infinity. And in. Let's do both. We have selling out coming out. Selling out is just that. It says that Spirit wants you to understand that it's possible you're giving too much. You're giving to the point of depletion. All right, let's see if any more come out. All right, and then inner child comes out. I feel like this is going to be your person. This is you selling out, giving, to a point of depletion. This is going to be your person, inner child. There could be some children here. Like maybe this person had, so the inner child card is very much about like your childhood and having like old childhood wounds that haven't been healed, like abandonment or rejection. And then we kind of carry that into our adulthood if we haven't healed those situations, right? Many times when that happens, and then we have our own children, we want to protect our children from those type of wounds. So we almost ignore our own in order to, like, we think it's because this person thinks it's because they're protecting their children, right? But in like real life, guys, we have to heal ourselves so that we could teach our children how to heal. You see what I mean? But this person definitely dealing with some inner child struggles, but I do want you to see that you do have help from above. It's number 27. And help from above is just that. It says that spirit has come down and is helping you in some way. All right, ready? So I was going to pull just card 27, the number out of the angel number book, but then I seen 127 and was told to put all three. So 127 says, the signs that you are seeing are to let you know that you're on the right path and that it's the path of light. All right, I hope that was helpful. Oh, I understand, Miss Tina. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you, thank you. Yes, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, please do so. All right, I'm going to wrap it up now, guys. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate you guys so very much. Don't forget, guys, we will be back Sunday at 6 p.m. We'll start next week's signs with the fire signs: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, 1111 across my screen. Beautiful. All right, guys, I'll see you later. As always, I'm always sending you abundant love and light on your journey. Thank you.